Thank you for joining me for the tutorial for the C2C V Stitch. For my tutorial I will use the tulip crochet hook and Knit Picks cotton yarn and 2 stitch markers. So let's start. Chain 4 chains, and work a V-hdc stitch into the first chain. This is 1 ADC, half double crochet, chain 1 and another 1 half double crochet into the same 4th chain, as you can see. Now turn, chain 3 and place a stitch marker around the chain 3 space. Skip the first half double crochet and work a V half double crochet stitch into the chain 1 space. 1 half double crochet, chain 1 and another 1 half double crochet into the same chain 1 space. Now skip the next half double crochet and work another V half double crochet into the chain 3 space. Now turn and we repeat. Chain 3, place the stitch marker, you skip the first half double crochet and work a V half double crochet stitch into the next chain 1. Now you will skip 2 half double crochet stitches and work a V stitch into the chain 1 space. Now skip the next half double crochet and work a V stitch into the chain 3. And we will repeat a few more times. Chain 3, sorry. Place marker. Skip first half double crochet. Work a V half double crochet stitch into the chain 1 space. Skip next to half double crochet stitches and work into the chain 1 space, another V stitch. Skip another 2 stitches, work your V stitch into the chain 1, skip the next half double crochet and work the V-hdc stitch into the chain 3. We will repeat one more time. Turn, chain 3, place your stitch marker, skip the first ADC stitch, work your V stitch into the chain 1 space, skip next to half double crochet stitches and work a V half double crochet into the chain 1 space and repeat until the chain 3. skip the last half double crochet stitch and work your V-stitch into the chain 3 space. So you can continue working this pattern until you reach your desired length and then start decreasing. So for the decrease we start with a chain 2 and place a stitch marker. The stitch marker is more important for the decrease part. Now we will skip the first half double crochet stitch and work 1 half double crochet into the chain 1 space. We are creating the corner now. Now we will skip 2 half double crochet stitches and continue working the half double crochet V stitches like we did in the previous row. We will work that until the last V-hdc stitch. Okay, so now we reach the end of the row and we have one last V half double crochet stitch that we didn't work into. So what we will do, we will work a half double crochet, two together a decrease stitch. So you start working into the chain 1 space, yarn over and pull up a loop, then yarn over and pull up a loop from the chain 3 space. Now we have 5 loops on the hook. We yarn over and pull through all 5 loops. So we did a decrease here, and as you can see in the previous row, which is the increase row, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 V stitches, and in the decrease row we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we omit 2 V stitches every decrease row. So now we will turn and chain 2, and we will skip the first half double crochet 2 together stitch and the next half double crochet stitch, and we will work a V half double crochet into the next chain 1 space. So we actually skipped 2 stitches and we are working a V stitch. And continue with the pattern, V stitch in every chain 1 space until last V half a double crochet stitch. Don't work into it. Okay, so we reached the last V stitch, and we do like we did in the last row. We work a half double crochet 2 together into that last V-hdc stitch, and this time it's a chain 2 space. And we continue to work this row until we have only one V half double crochet stitch. Let's repeat. We skip the ADC 2 together stitch and next half double crochet stitch and work a V stitch into the next chain 1 space. Until the last V-hdc stitch. And work a decrease ADC into the chain 1 and chain 3 spaces. let's chain 2, place a marker, and work a decrease and turn. Now as you can see, we have only one V-hdc stitch, so this is our last row. What we do, we will chain 1, skip the next half double crochet 2 together and the next half double crochet stitch, and just slip stitch into the chain 1 space. So this is our small square. As you can see, this is a bigger swatch of the stitch. The written pattern is also available for free on my blog, Made by Guti. I will put all the links in the description. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you again.